can and drop your Ronin as soon as you can. Once you do drop Ronin fast, the easiest thing for you to do is just to kill the crap out of their pilots. If you're playing a minion-based game mode like Attrition or Bounty Hunt, your job at this point is to kill pilots only. Leave the minions to your teammates so they can farm up their own Titans. If you're too greedy here and you kill too many minions for yourself, all you're doing is slowing down your Titan backup that's going to be so desperately important to you within the next 1 to 2 minutes of the match. No matter how fun it is for you to slice up a group of 4 stalkers with one swing of your sword, consider that it may be the incorrect play if you've got a friendly pilot nearby trying to farm them to get a Titan of his own. A lot of the time, though, you're going to just end up hacking everything in your path up, which is fine. Just remember that your teammates need to build their Titans too, is all I'm going to say. Versus pilots, shotgun and melee are your best friends. Arcwave, on the other hand, is something I barely use unless there's pilots in a hallway or a cave, and I just feel like taking a stab in the dark at getting a hit off on them. It's not something that you ever should focus on hitting pilots with. If you don't see pilots and you're not sure where they might be spawning, don't be a dummy and just stand there with your shotgun at the ready. Get into sword blocks so you take less damage from the random charge rifles and other spam that is bound to be coming your way very soon. If you miss a kill because your shotgun isn't ready right away, it honestly doesn't really matter. That enemy pilot is probably so concerned with dealing with you that he's not doing anything else productive towards winning that match. He's not playing the objective. Your team has more free reign over the game, and in that sense, your purpose is still achieved. Ronin is able to just do this better than any other Titan because he's able to block from all directions at the same time, and all that damage is always reduced by the same amount without consuming a resource. Scorch and Ion fail in this regard because they're consuming a resource to block, and they cannot block from all directions. As a Ronin, don't forget to phase dash during any rodeos that you may receive, and to aggressively drop your electric smoke on flags and hardpoints if you're ever in a position to do that as well. Before I move on, I'm going to be annoying and I'm going to keep on saying this. Please use your sword block, like a lot, constantly. You should be sword blocking pretty much 100% of the time that you aren't trying to either cover ground quickly or actively kill something. I mean, sure, if you're on your own friendly half of the map and you know there's no one there, fine, you don't have to sword block. But come on, like, just use it often as you can stand to use it, and then go a little more than that. Your life total is absolutely crucial when using this Titan. Do everything in your power to keep it as high as possible. Stay in your sword block. Don't get complacent. Once enemy Titans start to drop, things get a little more muddled. Guerrilla attacks with your shotgun are usually pretty effective as long as you keep track of the abilities your opponent has available, you keep track of their cooldowns, and you do everything within your power to avoid taking damage from them as much as you reasonably can. Trading 1-for-1 on damage as a Ronin is a huge net loss for you. Be passive with your sword block until you have an opportunity to trade up and get a nice burst of damage in safely. Position yourself with friendly pilots or Titans nearby and do your best to attract their attention while using sword block. Your goal in most situations is actually not even to deal much damage. Your goal is to be annoying and punish bad positioning. Your goal is oftentimes to create panic. For example, here is a hypothetical situation for you. Let's say that you're in a 1-versus-1 versus another Titan, and you've got a few pilots nearby with anti-Titan weapons ready. If you sit there and sword block while the enemy Titan lays into you, chances are that a full gamut of abilities from them are barely even going to get through 1 bar of your own health. During the time it takes them to dump all their abilities into you, your friendly pilots can work a significant portion of that Titan's health down in no time at all. Once your target realizes that he's taking damage from your teammates and not from you, they're already pretty screwed. They have some impossible decisions that they have to make to get themselves out of this situation. Once they are in the process of reloading, this is your chance to unload your shotgun, melee them, ordnance them with your arcwave with impunity, and have total freedom to either engage in round 2 of the fight or to disengage entirely if you don't feel like you're going to be able to kill that Titan off effectively. No matter what happens here,